You know, we talk a lot about solar power, but what if I told you we're only looking at a tiny piece of the picture? Let's dig into the sun's secret power. Okay, let's try a quick experiment. When I say solar energy, what's the first image that pops into your head? I'm gonna bet it's something like this, right? Those sleek, dark panels on a roof just soaking up the rays. And hey, you're totally right. That's what we call direct solar energy. But here's the thing. That's just the tip of the iceberg. What if I told you that most of the energy we use on this planet is actually solar energy in disguise? That's right. It's indirect solar energy. And this is where things get really cool. Okay, first up, wind power. I know, you see these giant turbines and you think wind, not sun. But stick with me here, because they are absolutely solar powered. So how in the world does the sun make wind? Well, think about it. The sun doesn't heat the Earth evenly. It's like a giant spotlight pointed right at the equator, while the poles get way less heat. This creates these huge pockets of hot and cold air, which means you also get areas of high and low pressure. And what does air do? It tries to even things out. It rushes from the high pressure spots to the low pressure spots. That massive movement of air? Yep, that's wind. It's really that simple. Without the sun, there'd be no wind, period. All right, so the sun's moving all this air around. But what about water? You guessed it, the sun is behind that too. Okay, let's dust off those old science class memories of the water cycle. The sun is the giant engine driving the whole thing. Its heat beams down, evaporating tons of water from oceans and lakes. This water vapor goes up, forms clouds, and then it rains. That rain fills up our rivers and reservoirs, so every single time we get energy from a hydropower dam, what we're really doing is capturing the energy the sun used to lift all that water up into the sky in the first place. Kind of mind-blowing, right? And it doesn't stop there. The sun's reach goes from the sky to the water and right down into the soil. Yeah, check this out. Plants, through photosynthesis, are basically nature's perfect little solar batteries. They literally soak up sunlight and lock it away as chemical energy. So when we use biomass, like wood or crops for fuel, we're just unlocking sunshine that was stored up a long, long time ago. Okay, so at this point, you're probably thinking, is everything just solar power? Well, almost. There are a couple of big exceptions to the rule, and they're pretty fascinating. First, you've got geothermal power. That's all about harnessing heat from deep inside the Earth's core. And then there's tidal power, which gets its energy from, well, something a little more cosmic. And here's the big difference. All those other renewables we talked about, wind, hydro, biomass, they're all powered by the sun's heat. But tidal power? It's a whole different ballgame. It's driven by gravity. It's pretty wild. The gravity from the moon, and to a lesser extent the sun, actually pulls on Earth's oceans, creating these giant bulges of water. As our planet spins, we move through these bulges, and that's what gives us high and low tides. It's this super reliable, predictable rhythm we can use to generate electricity. So when you put it all together, what's the big idea? It's this. The sun is the ultimate powerhouse behind almost every single renewable resource we use. Once you start looking, you see its fingerprints everywhere. It's the engine for our wind, our rain, and even our plants. It really changes how you think about it, doesn't it? The real debate isn't if we should use solar power. It's which kind of solar power to use. It's all connected in this one massive, sun-driven ecosystem. Hey, if this opened your eyes to the hidden side of solar, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more explainers coming your way from Energy Simply Explained. Thanks for tuning in.